Yo, what is up, guys? We're back. Another Four Nations face-off video here. For this one, I'm going to be giving my bold predictions for each of the four teams. One per team. One team has kind of two, but for the most part, four bold predictions, hot take, whatever you want to call it, for each team in the tournament. So let's hop into NHL 25. Let some gameplay play in the background, and let's just go over what I think what my hot takes are, and see if any of them come true in what, a month or so here. All right, we're gonna ease ourselves into things here. Start with Team Finland. So it's pretty fitting. It's Finland and USA playing in this game, and my bold prediction has to do with this game specifically. It's Finland's first game of the tournament. It's, also USA's first game of the tournament. Basically anywhere you look, anywhere you talk to, any articles you see, any analyst, they have Finland, pegged to be that fourth place team in this tournament. My hot take has nothing to do with that. I also agree. I think they're the number 4 team in the tournament. But my hot take for Team Finland is that in their first game, this game that you're seeing right here, in real life, UC Saros is going to play horrible. First 2 periods, I think US are going to score like 5 or 6 goals on UC Saros. Just going to absolutely light them up. And to start the third, Kevin Lankinen is going to be in net. Kevin Lankinen is not going to give up a goal. He's going to be like rock solid. He's going to get tested. He's still going to, they're going to get, 10, 12 shots, maybe even more his way. And he's going to stop them all. He's going to stand on his head, maybe a good highlight reel save. The Finnish management team or coaches are going to sit down and be like, hey, we can't afford to lose another game here. Because, this tournament, you could lose one game and you could be done. At the end of the day, it's probably going to be one team wins all 3 games. 2 teams win 2 and lose 1, and then one team, Finland, loses all 3. That's my prediction. I'm not going to say who I think are going to be in those top 3 spots, but I do think Finland is going to lose all games. And then, for that middle spot, to see who plays in the final is going to come down to a tiebreaker. So again, in Finland's case, they lose that first game. Saros plays awful. They can't afford to lose another game. So I think, again, for my hot take, Kevin Lankinen is going to steal the starting job from UC Saros. That is my hot take for Team Finland. UC Saros out, Kevin Lankinen starter for the rest of the tournament. That's it. All right, for my next bold prediction, we are staying across the pond. Sweden. My bold prediction for Sweden, it's a bit of a cop-out. It kind of has less to do with it's directly involved with the tournament, but it has a lot to do with something after the tournament. And this one could also fall apart before the tournament even happens, because it does hinge on that. I think in this tournament, again, I don't know if it's going to be right off the hop or if it's going to be, after a certain point or whatever. I think Elias Peterson, however he says his name, I'm pretty sure everyone says Pedersen, and he actually likes Peterson. Doesn't matter. Him and Mika Zibanejad are going to find some chemistry. And you know what? Maybe they don't end up playing on a line. I know Petey can play the wing. But either way, even if they don't end up on a line, I think Zibanejad is going to have a breakout performance in this tournament. Again, that's pretty bold. He's going to have a breakout performance in this tournament, and it's going to increase his trade value just enough for Vancouver to feel comfortable making that trade. And I think, essentially immediately after the trade freeze is over, after the Four Nations face-off, I think you are going to finally see a trade that involves and centers around JT Miller and Mika Zibanejad. Obviously, it won't be a 1-for-1. The Vancouver will get more than just Zibanejad coming back their way. Maybe it will be, Zibanejad and a pick, or Zibanejad and a young prospect, someone that's not NHL ready. But that's my bold prediction. My bold prediction is that Zibanejad's going to have a great tournament at the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum of my prediction. But on the high end, that him and PD are going to play together. They're going to have some good chemistry. Zibanejad's going to play well, and Vancouver's going to be like, yep, you know what, let's do this trade. Zibanejad, I think he has trade protection. He's also going to be like, you know what, I want to go play with this guy. Vancouver doesn't sound so bad. Let's do it. That's my bold prediction. Zibanejad plays well, plays with PD, and it makes the trade happen finally to end the JT PD saga in Vancouver. Up next, Team USA. Okay, guys, for our last two teams, our last two bold predictions, I hinted at it earlier. We're starting with the U.S. It just works out perfectly that this last game here is Canada-U.S., so the round robin of the tournament, so it worked out perfectly for my order of teams that I'm picking to talk about. USA. I did say that I'd have 4 bold predictions. The USA is that team that kind of has 2. My Team USA bold prediction is that with all this offense they have, it's too much. They're too skilled. They're too individual. They aren't, the offensive core that everyone thinks is just like absolutely outrageous. The offensive core is not going to be the star of this team. The star of this team is going to be the same person that's been a star all year long in the NHL. I think Connor Hellebuyck is going to absolutely dominate this tournament, just like he is in the regular season. There's a goal from Jack Eichel. He's going to dominate in this tournament the same way he has been in the regular season in the NHL this year. And he is going to be by far the U.S.'s best player. And if U.S. goes on to win the whole tournament, he will be the MVP. I mean, I don't know how they're going to vote on it, but essentially unanimously, Connor Hellebuyck will be the best player of this tournament. Again, even if U.S. doesn't win the tournament, I think Connor Hellebuyck will still be known as the best guy in the tournament. I think Hellebuck's going to take over. He's going to play incredible. Again, that one's not so crazy because he's playing well. Will Hellebuyck continue to play well? He should. It's not that bold. My other bold pick is that I think Auston Matthews is going to decide not to play in the tournament due to this lingering issue, the injury that he has, the one he went to Germany for, the one that people made fun of saying he went to go get hair plugs. I think Auston Matthews is going to have to pull out of the tournament because he's going to decide, you know what, I'd rather win a Stanley Cup than win a Four Nations face-off. It'll be a hard choice for him for sure. And honestly, as a Leafs fan, I kind of wish he would go because, it would probably make him play better for the rest of the season. I think most of the players that go to this tournament are going to absolutely have a fire lit underneath them, and they're going to play incredible after this tournament. So I would love for him to go, but I think he is not going to go, and his replacement is going to be Jason Robertson. Ever since not getting even really considered for the team due to a slow start to the season, he's been playing well since not being named to the team, and I think he'll be an easy input if and when, according to my bold prediction, Auston Matthews pulls out of the tournament. And last, but most certainly not least, at least not to me, my bold prediction for Team Canada. And it's one that hurts. It hurts me quite a bit. I predict that we will not get to see the Nova Scotia boys line. The Sid, Marchie, and McKinnon line that everyone is, I guess not everybody, but most people, especially us from the East Coast, are hoping for. It's not going to happen. The reason I don't think it's going to happen is a combination of two things. I think Marchand's been playing, not up to standards to what he would be this year. I think he definitely wouldn't have been named one of their guaranteed players based on his play this year. I think he might not even be on the second line. He might be a third-line player on this team. That, in combination with the fact that Nathan McKinnon, once again this year, is showing why he deserves to be in the conversation for best player in this entire league. He's playing incredible again. He shouldn't be on the second line just because people probably want to see Chris Kreider with a sick goal. Just because people want to see three of these guys play together because they're all from Nova Scotia. I think what people would like to see even more is Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid on the same line. Can you imagine how fast they are? They're probably the. I mean, some people debate that maybe Draisaitl, he's not in this tournament. Some people want to debate Kucherov, he's not in this tournament. I don't think anyone's debating really anyone else. Austin Matthews, I don't think he's in that conversation anymore. It's a two horse race between who's the best in this league, and it's McKinnon or it's McDavid. You want to throw a defenseman in there, but again, forwards are the ones that get the most credit for being the best player in this league, and it's McDavid or it's McKinnon. And if you have a chance to put two of them, roll them out on the same line, it would be disgusting. How fast they would be. I can just picture McKinnon flying down the wing, just getting his feet chopping, just flying, and then McDavid just blasting straight down the middle towards the net, weaving in and out of everyone. McKinnon feeding him in the slot, him picking it up, making a quick forehand, backhand, score. I think it's going to be too hard to pass up on the prospect of having those two guys play together. And again, my bold prediction: no Nova Scotia boys line. It's not happening in the tournament. Everyone wants it. Almost everyone that predicts it just says, "Oh yeah, that's going to be the second line." It's not going to happen. McKinnon is going to get bumped up to that first line with McDavid, and yeah, unfortunately, we won't get to see it. Maybe we'll get a shift or two. Maybe they'll start a game, or something like that. But in terms of being a full-time line in this tournament, we will not see the Nova Scotia boys as a line, and it kills me to say it because I wanted it too. I wanted it as well, but again, McDavid and McKinnon together, incredible, unstoppable. Yeah, guys, I figured it'd be cruel to not sim through the whole tournament. This is the final. U.S. goalie pulled, 22 seconds left. Can they tie it up? Benner makes the glove save, holds on. I'll do the outro. If I do the outro and then the U.S. scores and this goes to overtime, do the outro again. Said, comment down below your bold prediction. Doesn't have to be for every team. Just give me a bold prediction for this tournament. Sorry, I'm dialed in on this right now. Throw a like. Throw a comment of your bold prediction. Throw a comment of a random player's name. I'm trying to get enough comments so that I can make a whole team of players that you guys have commented. There you have it. Canada's winning in this sim. Didn't win in our last one. They won in this one. There you go, guys. Four Nations face-off. Bold prediction. If you agree, you disagree, say it in the comments. But yeah, that being said, guys, give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.